What's up, everybody? It's me, Greg Miller, alongside Colin Moriarty.
Beyond.
We are 2/3 of IGN's PlayStation podcast Beyond, and we're here to walk you through the Infamous 2 trailer. Colin, right off the bat, you hear Cole say, "You think I'm ready for this?" What do you think of the new Cole voice? This is not the voice from Infamous 1.
No, it's not. And I'm a little disappointed in that. I like the grittier, the darker voice of the original Cole.
He was too gritty. He was angry all the time. I'm excited for range. I'm excited to hear Happy Cole, and then if we go evil, a bad Cole.
Yeah, well, that would be cool, but it seems like it's going to be the same voice no matter what.
Whatever. You're seeing a lot of good stuff here. A lot of great lip syncing right up front. A lot of great cinematography. The game, Infamous 1 we both loved. Not very cinematic. Cole just talking to people. Here you're getting a lot of camera angles, the Bertram rally, him talking to Zeke. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. The original Infamous was really all about story, and obviously the sequel is going to be like that too, so they're pulling that to the forefront in this one.
Speaking of story, if you want to jump to the 41-second mark, this is what I think is Cole getting to the city for the first time. It's this boat's coming into New Marais, which is a New Orleans-like town. And right here, you see a guy in the back. It looks like they're coming in on a pontoon boat. And he's basically saying in the game, right, we're only going to be here for a little bit. I need to get some powers. Because if you missed it, what happened at the end of Infamous 1 is there was this prophecy of the Beast was going to come. And he was going to be a world ender, and Cole had to be strong enough to stop him. Infamous 2 starts, Cole is not strong enough to stop him. He gets his ass kicked. He has to come to New Marais, where Dr. Wolf invented the Ray Sphere, which gave Cole his powers, and now he's hidden 6 blast cores all around the city. Jump to the 47-second mark. Here's a blast core right here in Cole's hands. He's going to suck in this power, and he's going to get going.
Not to be confused with blast shards also, which will
exactly, completely different. Blast shards are confirmed for this game as well. But here Cole goes down, again, very cinematic, and he says, "I've got a new power." But before we get to the new powers, let's look at the old powers. Jump to the 37-second mark. We see Cole grinding along some elevated, tracks for streetcars. So that's back.
Yeah,
all your powers from Infamous 1 are back when you start the game.
And I'm excited about that because you had to unlock this in the original Infamous. And speaking of the original Infamous, if you haven't played it, wwhy haven't you played it?
Exactly.
But this will be available immediately, but maybe you have to unlock the power first.
Exactly. At the 45-second mark here, we get to see the glide is back again, where Cole can basically hover around and go from there. But that's old. Old powers are old. Let's look at new powers. 1 minute mark, please. This is the new ice jump. I don't have an official name for it, but basically he makes a pillar of ice which propels him out so he can make longer jumps. But before we talk about why he has ice all of a sudden, jump to the 112 mark for the Firebird Strike. This lets Cole fly for a little bit into enemies, shoot fire out. Now if you notice, fire and ice don't usually mix.
No.
Obviously. Infamous 1, one of the big things about it was karma. Do you want to be good Cole or do you want to be bad Cole? This time around, they've changed that up a bit. Do you want to be the hero of order, or do you want to be the hero of chaos? If you want to be the hero of order, you're going to side with this woman named Quo. She has ice abilities, so when you get new abilities, you get to choose some ice abilities, like the ice jump that I've coined here. If you side with Nyx, who's evil, chaos, you're going to get fire-based powers, like the Firebird Strike here, which is beating the hell out of some of Bertram's guards. There are still some general powers, though. You jump to the 108 mark, you get the Kinetic Pulse. This is basically allows you to lift objects, right here, a car, which is awesome. When I played this game, Colin, I got to stand on the car, lift up the car, and shoot it out from underneath my feet.
Very badass.
Which was radical. I'm going to do that all the time. It's key for taking down big bosses. If you jump to the 119 mark, which is coming up right after this, we get another ice power from Quo. This ice storm, for a better, lack of a better term. Throw it out, go. Also, Cole's in his white shirt there, signifying that he's good. Yellow's going to be that shirt what's in the middle. Red, if you want to jump to the 122 mark, is evil. Now look at how good Cole looks. They're very clean. Look at right here how bad he looks. Holy shirt, he's very ghostly white. It's not as overdone as the last game where you're covered in mud and it was like creeping up your face and stuff. But you can definitely tell here that, Cole doesn't give a crap. He's out for number 1.
Greg, what I'm concerned about here is what clothes shopping is he doing in the middle of all this action?
Well, the Ray Sphere was made in New Marais, so clearly they have technology. They probably made some mood clothing, so you can either get the nice white and blues here, or you can get the red, depending, or the yellow when you're just sitting there. But back to the powers, Colin. 127, Ionic Drain. The new Ionic powers are something that are very cool and very unique. Basically here, this is the suck you could, drain people of their life essence and get energy. Here, when you deploy it, you get to suck everybody's energy out in basically a radial effect.
Very cool.
The way you're doing this is the Ionic Vortex, another move. You're finding purple orbs basically around the city, and you can store, I think it's 1, 2, or 3. I think it might upgrade as you go. I'm not 100% sure on that. But they're basically one-time super moves, like this one where you get to drain everybody or throw out the vortex. And then as you beat on other guys, you're going to find another purple power Ionic orb and get to go. All right, so you let it play here. More New Marais, more talking, more cinema. Very excited. Game lip syncing I'm so excited with. But right here, something very, very interesting. Zeke says, "Cheers, brother." Half as long. Cole says, "Twice as bright." Colin, what does that mean to you?
Well, it could mean that maybe these powers are sucking the life out of Cole and that he's maybe dying.
I agree. I think that these are definitely having their effect on Cole. In the PlayStation blog post, the Sucker Punch guys talked about how when Dr. Wolf invented the Ray Sphere, it killed a lot of people. It would kill people who were trying to use it. And people who could actually harness the power, like Cole, they were called conduits. And so what I'm saying is that the ray sphere power is so lethal that when he's finding these additional blast cores, he's actually slowly killing himself to get powerful enough to kill the beast. Basically, Cole is sacrificing either his life in the short term or, having his, he's not going to live 70 years, he's going to live 25 or whatever. Well, that doesn't make any sense. That's not how math works.
No, that's not how math works.
Okay, well, you know what I'm saying. But basically, I'm saying either it's killing him to the point of where, he's going to kill the beast and that'll be the end of it, or he's not going to have a nice long life. But he doesn't have Trish anymore, so who cares? Spoilers for Infamous 1 if you never got off your ass and finished that game.
And you really should if you haven't.
I know, right? But you still have plenty of time to finish Infamous 1. Infamous 2 comes out June 7th, 2011. For all the Infamous information leading up to that, check out IGN.com. And hell, after Infamous 2 is out, keep coming back to IGN.com where we'll profile some of the user-generated content, tell you secrets, and I'm sure talk about whatever Sucker Punch is up to next.
Indeed.
Beyond!
Beyond.